The Air Force Falcon taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone is Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Falcons offense will go to work first. On the option. He'll toss it. All right, guys, let's chat about it. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. This is a designed run, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Bringing the heat, trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Turning it on. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
That's a really good job on the decision-making there in the quarterback run in the option game. He is a threat in this rushing attack. Defensively, you can't just be keying on fullbacks. You can't just be keying on tailbacks. You've got to have your eyes on the quarterback, knowing that at any given play, he can keep it and take off.
Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Give to the fullback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Falcons line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Quarterback may change this route. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Moran. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Goes to the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires left. He makes the catch. Breaks into the open. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Falcons are flying down the field. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fullback's got it. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocked to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Found some room but needed a little bit more. Had to get it to the 40 for the first down, and now it's 4th and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. on his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Moran. They've got the screen set up. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running the red zone, it's Riley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Back to pass, it's Moran. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Riley. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Fair catch is